Hey y'all, this is Jason. The new page I created is about elevating your life. I have hit a wall or close to rock bottom financially, health, my weight, and some of my mental state. I have been here before and I have overcome it in the past and will post a video explaining that journey that I had in the past. I have listened to others, one being Gary Brecka, that are a lot smarter than me on the subject, and I'm just implementing some of those things daily in order to track my results for y'all. Every morning when I wake up, I let the dogs out, and while I let the dogs out, I implement grounding, or earthing as some call it. It's about getting your feet into the grass and being able to get an electrical charge that helps your circulation of your blood and everything else. By the way, after about 10 seconds while you're grounding, you do feel a difference. I know it sounds weird, but you do feel it when it kicks in while you're grounding. You almost feel this sense of calmness that happens. It's weird, but feels great. Then I come inside and I make my vitamin drink. I'm not sponsored by Universal Nutrition, but I love the animal pack because of all the things it has in it. There's a lot in the drink. The drinks don't taste the best. They do not mix the best. You get a little bit of taste, almost like a medicine taste. That's an aftertaste. But overall, I know I feel my best when I use Animal Pack. And it beats taking like 15 pills, which I never really liked. After taking my vitamins, I tend to go on a 10-minute walk. And the reason why I like to go on a 10-minute walk is because I want to make sure that I'm getting my blood flowing in the morning. So I do my grounding, and then in the 10-minute walk, I can do some breathing exercises that will actually get my blood flowing and get me focused for the day, which is a big thing. Raise my energy levels up, which is important in what I do for a living. Then you make your bed. It's the first win you have in the day. Any one I've listened to as far as motivational stuff like that talks about making your bed the first thing in the morning for yourself. Usually I do water with a little bit of salt in it. That helps your hydration level in the morning and kind of get you balanced. Instead, I've been using this Gator Light. It's a electrolyte drink. So that's what I'm using this morning. And I'll be honest with you, I almost like that a little bit better because it does give you a little bit of extra things in it that kind of gets you besides the salt. It kind of gets you hydrated really well. I felt great after I took this. Any self-help book says lay your clothes out the night before. I like to do it because it eliminates you having to find something in the morning, which can make your morning start off rough. For me, I have about 45 minutes to an hour drive to work, and this is where you can get a lot accomplished and save time, which is a big deal. So on my way to work, some of the things that I do is I do my daily affirmations. I don't believe daily affirmations or putting things out in the world. The universe just gives you things back. But I do believe that daily affirmations are this. You're telling yourself all the positive things that are happening in your life, or the things that are good for you right now, and the things that you want to happen in your life. And I believe what you're doing is really, because the brain is so powerful, tricking your brain to believe these things, which give you a better chance of actually achieving them. So I do believe daily affirmations are important, but also on the drive, I have conversations with God. I sometimes deep conversations with him, but also it gives me a chance to listen to motivational music or motivational speaker. Just put myself in the right positive mindset for my day. I do work a very high pressured sales environment, and when your mind's not right, which I've had a lot of bouts where my mind wasn't right because of things that were happening with my life. So instead of letting things affect how I feel every day, I'm trying to control how I feel every day. And through daily affirmations, that's the way I do that. And then the motivational music is just to pump me up. Bouncing Back by Mystical, or Lose Yourself by Eminem seem to be two of my favorites before I get to work. But either way, that's what I'm doing on my drive, because I have about a 35, 45 to an hour drive, depending on traffic with the causeway and everything else. So I have that time to do that. And for me, time is precious. Time is the only thing you can't buy. Can you buy friends? No, but if you have a lot of money, you'll have friends if you want them. Can it buy happiness? No, but if you have money, you can buy things that will make you happier, even if it's artificial. Time is the one thing you can't get back. So if I can do things while I'm doing something else, like instead of doing cardio at the gym, I try to take the dogs and myself for a walk every single day for my cardio, or play some kind of a sport for my cardio, because now I'm hanging out with my son, so I'm doing multiple things at the same time. So that's kind of my goal. So on the way to work, your daily affirmations, your breathing exercises. I do box breathing, which is breathing in through your nose for 4 seconds, holding it for 4 seconds, then exhaling out through your mouth for 4 seconds, and then holding that for 4 seconds, and then doing it all over again. That's just supposed to give you energy to help reset your body, to put you in the right healthy mind space as well. So those are some of the things that I do on my drive. One thing I also do is I'll take the stairs instead of taking the elevator. If you are working somewhere where you have to park further away and walk to work. Get that blood flowing before you get to your job. And then my drive back home, to be honest with you, it was a good day. I didn't get a sale. Someone didn't get approved for the financing, but I had a great day. It was a great conversation. It ended up being extremely good. She wanted the product, which is important. That's the most important part. But I would say my energy level throughout the day was pretty solid, and I felt better. But this was just day one, and I know that doing this consistently every single day is just going to make me better as a whole. And the day's not over yet. I still have things to do. I'm going to the gym, I'm going to take the dogs for a walk, things like that. But overall, today wasn't a win. It wasn't a loss, but it was better than the day before. And that's all I'm looking for every single day I'm doing this, is putting myself in a better position every day. Got to the gym, lifted weights a little bit, but one thing I wanted to make sure I showed you is I've been trying to do red light therapy, because red light therapy is amazing for your skin, but also your mitochondria, which actually helps give you energy throughout the day and things like that. So deep penetration of red light is very positive. And if you have a membership at Planet Fitness, they do have red light there. There is more red light therapy that I'd like to try out. Plus I have a light for home. So I do red light pretty consistently to begin with because of the anti-aging benefits. Then I get home, take the dogs for a walk. I take the older one for usually about a 10-minute walk because she is older. She's 9 years old, turning 10 for a Frenchie. It's getting up there in age. Plus with the heat, it really tends to affect how well she walks. But I have gotten a lot of comments on the Frenchie, so I know that a lot of people like to see the Frenchies throughout the videos. Her name is Juju. Obviously living in New Orleans area, Juju could be good juju or bad juju. Today she was a very good juju. But she is walking pretty slow compared to the other one, as you'll be able to see in a second. Then I go back and I get Birdie. Birdie is only 2 years old. She's turning 3 this year. A lot more active, a lot better of a walker. So like I actually did exercise here. So for her, I do 15 minutes a week. And on our walk, we met this sweet old lady. She called for me. She was missing her phone. She had someone from Uber come in there. She put her phone down because she had groceries delivered, and we tried to find her phone. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find it for her, but I told her I'd swing back around a little bit later on my own personal walk without the dogs. Then I get back on that walk with Birdie and try to work up a little bit of the sweat, which isn't hard to do in this weather at all. Because of time, I usually lift weights at the gym, but I don't do a lot of cardio, so this helps. But then I bought some pickleball paddles and balls from Five Below, and then my son and I went out to start hitting around and try to learn, and then we're going to use this going forward as something we can do, which is something we found fun, but we got to get onto a court with a net. They're remodeling these, but overall it was a great. So please like and subscribe to follow this journey.